Canadizo. Thanks, legends. Thanks, legends. Much love, guys. Sean, would you have loved the opportunity to be Nash or Diesel's manager back in the day? I'm not taking bumps. I'll be a mouthpiece for anybody, but no bumps here. Not in the Yoko ring.
Oh,
Not in anyone's ring. I'm not taking bumps. I don't do that shit. I have a degree.
you hit that fucking ring just right, man. You end up pissing yourself.
Boy, this we're gonna get some mileage. This is the new B. Arthur. Wes, rework the opening. Kev's in the Mustang and just have some yellow spray on the windows.
Just have me get out with a disgusted look on my hands, just with fucking piss just dripping off my body. Look like I got slimed on Nickelodeon.
Concrete 1K. Two things. One, I'm convinced that Nash is working with Hunter, and Hunter is saying, hey, big man, keep those marks guessing. From R-Truth, now Rollins. Haha. Number two, is Cena on stem cells? He looked great at SummerSlam as far as work-wise. He definitely time traveled. Keep up the good work. Um,
No, he didn't have time. They would not, he didn't have time to get the effects of stem cells.
what? How did you? What did you think of Cena's main event performance?
I thought you everybody was like, "Oh, he really lost a step." Blah 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 blah. It's just like, no, it's a guy that's never worked heel before. You let John Cena be John Cena, and now he can do it in his sleep. When he came out at SummerSlam and he ran all the way down there and did his normal open and then didn't put the towel in the back of his head, I was like, this is going to be interesting.
Mm, yeah. Um, what'd you think of the match?
I
What do you think
enjoy,
of what they did with John? That's what I want to hear you talk about.
um I thought they did a good. I really enjoyed the match. Um, One thing I'll say for Cody is and John too, because John fucking isn't he up in your neck of the woods getting ready to start a movie?
He was shooting a couple of blocks from me with
Yeah,
Eric
so I mean
Andre.
they did some shit that when John threw that fucking half a steps over the top rope onto fucking Cody, I don't give a fuck. I mean, there's no work in that.
Mm,
That thing, fuck John laid it, a good portion of that thing flat for him to, but you still, man, that you could shatter a fucking arm.
mm,
You know, it's just like that. I thought they put it all out there.
yeah. What about the?
I think I'll tell you, I thought Punk and Gunther had a fucking,
They did. Yeah.
they had a great fucking match. Gunther's fucking amazing. I watched that Unreal show
Yeah.
and really, I got to, like, Phil has changed so much. And I really, because he shows some real emotion and he's grown so much as just a human being. And I'm really like a fan of his now. I enjoy, because I know, man, it's not about the money for him anymore. It's about goals, and he sees that into the road up ahead. He knows he ain't got forever to, and even to have the belt for 4 or 5 minutes, before Rollins came down. I thought they did a really good job with Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
I thought fucking, I mean, I thought he was hurt, and I'm not too sure he's not hurt. That that
Well, I
that,
did
that
bring up the possibility that it was something not as severe.
yeah, that medial collateral ligament could still have been stretched, and he could have had that thing fucking, because all he did was, and I'm thinking to myself, like, when he came down and Heyman gave him the fucking the briefcase. I'm thinking like, you gave him way too much time
Mm,
to kind of recover. Like Punk is going to be able to give you a fight, and he basically just went in and beat the shit out of him with that briefcase, which was perfect.
yeah.
Heel as fuck, and then curb stomped him, 1, 2, 3, and to me, it's one of those things where you know Punk wins, and then it's the 1, 2, 3, and there wasn't even a quiver that he was going to kick. None of this, kick out on 3.5 shit like you're fucking rookie McRookie. Like that was it was a pro job. It was done great, and um, I think the bigger surprise to me was just Brock out of nowhere because I had heard no inklings of that. Then of course they don't touch it on Netflix, so they're gonna make my ass fucking not know what happened until I get back Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got to watch SmackDown from Friday. I got to catch up on my. Well, I'll be home Monday night, so I can watch my Raw. So, but
Yeah.
did anybody else think that the production was a little bit off? Was any I didn't like I watched the second show. I watched it not I watched it
You talking about
on
SummerSlam or Raw?
yeah, the SummerSlam. I
Uh,
watched the Sunday, and they kept doing this thing where they would on the replay of that because I was flying home because I know I had shit that I had to get to
mm-hmm.
Terry's service, and I wanted to see my wife, and it was just like I didn't want to get home at 5 o'clock on Monday and then turn around and piss myself. So I wanted to give myself a full
Right. You want
24 hours of dryness.
to. Mm-hmm.
Um, but they kept doing this cut where they would show like the skyline of New York and this flash of a fucking yellow cab. They kept doing that over and over and over again anytime that there was a replay uh, of anything.
But it was a bumper, right? It was just a
But it was,
transition.
it was like 53 times in
Okay.
the course of that last match.
It didn't it didn't trigger for me, but I'll have to
Did
look again.
any of you guys see that? Or did I drop? Am I micro dosing?
Yeah. Dom says he thinks he remembers it. I don't know. It it didn't bother me if it was happening, but I mean it may
Oh, it
have.
drove me crazy.
Yeah.
And then also, I know I'm so operantly conditioned to the production quality of
Mm-hmm.
Raw,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I think when you start the event and it's daytime and you progress through the night and it's nighttime, I don't think it. Remember when you were a kid and your parents would take you to the drive-in movies, and your dad would take you down. He'd take you to the swings and fuck around and shit. Then you'd put your PJs on, and there'd be a couple cartoons, and you'd maybe, we weren't loaded, so we'd always bring shit from home. We'd have sandwiches or something from home.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't go down to the fucking cinder block concession thing. But I don't know. I felt like that. Like when you woke up in the back seat, like James Bond was on, you were like, oh wow, what a difference fucking just the night makes.
Absolutely, and I've for wrestling, I've always felt this way that when you have control of the environment, right, meaning indoors, you can do anything you want to spotlight that ring or those entrances in any way you want to add some drama. If somebody needs, some
But
lighting.
you also know going into it, because you've got a controlled environment, that this is what you're dealing with, and then once you set it, all you're doing at that point is fine tuning it. When you lose a fucking setup production day because of the storm,
Oh, that's true. That happened too. Yeah.
so that put them behind the eight ball. Sooner or later, they're fucking this. I mean, this giant conglomerate's going to realize, there's a whole lot of fucking stadiums that got fucking roofs on them.
Domes. Yeah. Fuck
Like,
yeah.
yeah, I get it, man. Like, there was 115,000 people that showed up over 2 days. That's. I mean, there's.
No, the numbers are impressive, but the production nightmare they could have had that storm been 2 days later.
Oh,
I mean, they have to be thinking about. They have to be talking about that in
yeah.
retrospect. Kev, I don't want to get off SummerSlam too quickly here because I wanted to, in relation to Cena, you still have what do we have? No, not 6 months, maybe 5 months left. 4 months of
Yeah.
commitments that he's got either
But
overseas or
let's
here
look at what we have. We got Crown Jewel and Survivor Series,
for
and
paper.
then
Well, I'm calling them pay per
well,
views.
Clash in Paris.
Mm-hmm. And then there's SmackDowns. There's televised stuff. There's SmackDowns all through August. All of the SmackDowns
Yeah,
in August.
that's all build up. Those are three build ups to, I would believe, him and Lesnar maybe in Paris.
Now, September 15th, Raw is in Springfield, Massachusetts. Isn't that where he's billed from?
Yeah, but he's not from Springfield.
Well, that's part of the work. And then the retirement match
He's
in
closer.
December.
He's closer to Boston.
Who's he wrapping up with in December for the retirement match? Is the Lesnar thing going to go that far?
I'm not allowed to tell you. I'm not allowed to say.
Oh, so you know.
Yeah. I got tired of people saying one more match, one more match. I said, all right, fucking, I'll do it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So yeah,
Boy,
yeah.
is there an
You heard
announcement
it.
coming here
You
on Click
heard
This?
you heard it here.
Shit. You should have it. We should have it on the Lido deck of the Norwegian cruise line.
What could you imagine that? I mean, just
Winter goes over.
being on the ship alone, I'd fucking piss myself.
Um, the what did we? What I want to ask you also about the something more about Raw. Oh, did you watch Raw? Did you catch Raw? The one following SummerSlam with
Yeah, I watched it.